Good evening, Earth signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is I'm going to just get you started with your romance oracles, okay? And basically, in this reading, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing both singles as well as those who are already involved in an existing relationship, okay? So, I've decided to use a variety of oracle cards here today just to give you your message. And earth signs, rest assured that this reading will not resonate for all of you earth signs out there, but for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that it does offer food for thought. Hey, listen, like the first start off by just welcoming any new subscribers or call or viewers to my channel. I certainly appreciate your subscriptions, and to you loyal Earth signs, welcome back. Okay, so let's start off, ladies and gentlemen, by first examining singles here to see what message that we're getting for you singles. Okay, so we're going to start off by looking at the bottom card energy here. We have the soulmates. All right, so it shows here that many of you are in fact seeking just that. You're seeking a soulmate type relationship, you know, and based upon your cards here, the outlook certainly looks very promising. So, what this card is suggesting is that you might consider trying to remain true to yourself without having pretensions, because I'm feeling that some of you may have kind of, built yourself to be something that you're not, and this may have contributed to the problems that many of you may have experienced in previous situations here. Okay? This card is suggesting that as soon as you be more authentic, you'll certainly attract romance like a bee to honey here. So just be very honest with yourself that I'm getting. All right? So let's go on and just get right on into your reading here. We're going to look at the first card here. We have the Rainbow Reviver. So basically, this first card is going to tell me all about an old pattern or a belief system that many of you still cling too heavily to, regarding relationships. And this might be the reason why you haven't yet found the kind of relationship that your heart longs for. So, getting back to this rainbow, okay, what I'm saying here is that with this card, as you can see from the symbolism there, it's used. That's a very positive card here. So, this says that many of you have a hard time kind of seeing your worth and therefore allow your life to ramble aimlessly. And it's quite plausible that people really took advantage of your kindness here and just considered it as weakness, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, just looking at how positive this card is. This card is asking you to just take a swing on the rainbow there and, kind of cleanse your spirit. And by doing so, you certainly is going to, help you feel more hopeful and positive, about your situation. All right? Let's look at this second card here. We have the Sacred Woman here. So with this card kind of it represents a quality that you might possess within that looks like it potentially has been overlooked or ignored or it diminished in some way. And with this card, ladies and gentlemen, you are certainly encouraged to kind of express this quality a bit more here. So getting back to what we have here is a sacred woman. So you need to value yourself a bit more. Don't play games with people, and don't compromise your truth, your integrity, ladies and gentlemen, or in fact what you really know to be right for you for the sake of love. Set appropriate boundaries. Have courage and really stop self-sabotaging yourself with all of this unnecessary and unneeded negativity. All right? And then for your third card, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very nice card there, connection. All right? So this card kind of gives you guidance on an action that you might can take or an energy that you can embrace in order to kind of move forward in your situation here or to kind of gain what it is that you really want here. So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, you will need to certainly respect and appreciate your differences in one another. You know, stop judging, and actively listen to what another person has to say. Because many times, many of us, when we're listening to people, we're not really putting our whole attention into them. Most of the time, we're listening to respond, and you have to stop doing that. Okay? Because it certainly seems that you are going to be soon meeting a new lover here. Okay? So it might be appropriate, for you to just try to sit back and think of ways that you might effectively communicate or connect with this new person that seems to come along. Because I'm feeling that if you do that, your situation will certainly deepen. If you're completely honest, that I'm getting. So now let's move right along and look at, you know, examine the messages for those who are in an existing relationship. And ladies and gentlemen, granted, the relationship might have soured, but you're still in this relationship, okay? So we have sexuality. So with sexuality, it certainly shows that many of you might have been just focused too heavily on sexual attraction with the person that you're with, you know? Or maybe you're with this person due to a sense of obligation I'm getting, or a fear of losing out on something, okay? I feel that your sex life looks, which may have gone sour, I feel that it certainly is going to improve perhaps with this existing person within a month here. So this card is kind of encouraging you to really do something new, exciting to kind of reignite that passion in your relationship. Go out on a date. Remember the things that you did that brought the two of you together in the first place. Okay? Think in terms of, you know, how you felt when you first met this person. All right? Let's look at your next card here. We have abundance, all right? Now, this card kind of denotes matters that may have occurred in your life before you actually got in this particular relationship. And what this card wants you to do is to kind of take ownership of whatever it is that you still need to resolve, or even to let go of from the past. And as you can see here, you have abundance. That's usually a very good card here, but I'm feeling that there has been extremely too much focus on the acquisition of money, with little or no concern for your spirituality or your well-being or your health. So the focus needs to kind of get off of that, you know, and more so on how the two of you can kind of work together in a more cohesive state, okay? Now let's look at your next card here. You have emotional freedom. Now this is a topic that perhaps you and your partner can share or discuss here. And with having emotional freedom, I'm feeling that some of you have this fear that it looks like that being in a stable, committed relationship may impede your autonomy, you know, or take away your freedoms, if you will. What this card is saying is that understand that no one is really, you know, hindering you in no way. And some of you might even be harboring or keeping a secret from your partner that you might need to discuss here. Again, you have to be authentic, all right? And some of it may have happened due to boredom that I'm feeling for some of you, okay? And then your last card here, you have reparenting yourself. And this card shows an area where you'll certainly benefit if you decide to pay more attention, okay? So with reparenting yourself, you need to really surrender your past. Surrender those past hurts and disappointments, including those that are still lingering from childhood. So you need to reparent, you know, the child aspect in yourself that I'm getting here with, you know, with seeing that card here. All right? So I'm just going to go through these remaining messages here. And then we're going to, you know, kind of move on to closing this reading here. So I feel here that, you know, you really need to stop focusing your energy on past events, just to further echo that. Because life is certainly too precious to waste, you know? And you can definitely create your reality by what you think and what you dream, as well as what you imagine. Understand that a new adventure awaits you. You need to really embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Okay? Because I feel that you guys seem to have a secret admirer I'm kind of getting here. And it might be for some of you singles, and it could be for both of you. You know, and this person may have deeper feelings than what you could imagine here. All right? And because it shows that someone has a secret admirer, that you have a secret admirer, I'm going to go on and select 20 letters to help you kind of unmask who this person might be. All right, so let's do this right now. Spirit, guide me to the correct letters for Earth signs. Thank you. Okay. We have an E, an F, an N, an I, a Z, an I, a U, okay, a T. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We need 11 more letters, ladies and gentlemen. We have an A, a V, a T, an O, a Q, a P, an I. 4 more letters, and I'll call them back to you. An N, an L, a G, and an N. All right, I'm going to call them back just to ensure that you have them all. We have 2 N's. All right, there are 3 I's, a Z, 2 E's. We have an A, an F, 2 T's, a U, N, L, G, V, Q, O, and P. Okay, so getting back to this reading here, you know, understand that at some times we must surrender to old before something new can kind of enter our lives. So again, your reading is constantly telling you that it's time to let go. And by doing so, all will certainly work out. And for you guys who are in relationships, try to give each other some space at the moment and trust and have faith that all will certainly work out for the best, ladies and gentlemen. And look deep within your heart, and you're certainly going to feel the love that you're kind of seeking here. All right? Because I feel that your love is really kind of just as what this card is saying, deep as the ocean here. All right? And understand that once again, you have to continue to love and respect one another's opinion because life is certainly constantly changing. And I feel that with this reading, this is a very fairly good reading. I'm feeling that, you know, 2 hearts are going to merge into one here. And I feel that you guys are going to be united. Okay? And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I like to just read this postcard from Spirit to just give you a final message that you can kind of consider. All right? So, dearest you, we are a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is certainly essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity. Be clear and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer in your favor. Affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. Okay, Earth sign, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. And if you need a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. All right, enjoy your evening. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.